Testing, testing, testing. Let's go on ahead and do it. This is the hardest one of all. James Best, best known as is deader than the Lenten specials on the West Side.
Oh, tiddly tiddly.
What can I say about James Best? Actor, artist, writer, director, teacher, acting coach, painter, guitar player, singer, songwriter, lawman, mime, abbot, woodworker, woodpecker. Don't ask. A freak accident involving a hobby horse. We met in Mayberry. Jimmy was a gifted guitarist. I never missed the performance. I was right there in the cell next to his. See, Sheriff Andy Taylor arrested him for disturbing the peace.
Shame, shame, everybody knows your name.
Picking and grinning. Jimmy'd be picking, Andy'd be grinning. Jimmy caught the ear of Bobby Fleet and his band with a beat, but he got the big head. Later, when Jimmy became Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, it was obvious Jimmy's influence was Deputy Barney Fife and not Sheriff Taylor. He emerged a bumbling sheriff of Hazzard County.
You're a quack.
Hot on the trail of a couple of moonshiners, sort of like Barney trying to sniff out Otis's sources. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Back then, when his maiden name was still Jimmy Best, Jimmy was managing his little brother Pete Best's career. I said, time for a change. It was awkward. I asked Jimmy not to put all his birds or eggs in one basket. I said, I know you got the music in you, but don't give up on your lawmaker's vision. You can still follow Barney's lead. Next thing I know, Jimmy had gotten a new sheriff gig, the sheriff of Hazzard County. Only thing, there's a couple of dukes who are a royal pain in the ass. And speaking of ass, Catherine Box is a Hall of Famer, stuffed in her little Daisy Dukes. But it's a little bit awkward because her sister Barbara Bach married Ringo, who beetle-booted Jimmy's little brother Pete Best right out of the ultimate gig. Ironic, eh? But not as cosmic as Jimmy's new identity. Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane. So now Sheriff Roscoe is torn between his love of the law and the music, fighting the urge to follow in his brother's footsteps, John Coltrane, and Coltrane's passion for the sax. And with all that, especially his sax addiction, Roscoe or Jimmy still found time to hook up with Bogey and a Cane Mutiny, play with Jimmy Stewart and Shenandoah, not to mention star-making roles in Alfred Hitchcock, Twilight Zone, Andy Griffith, and every Western to air it out. I was with Jimmy at the end. He thought he heard Boss Hogg's peeling out. Jimmy panicked, even though the Dukes of Hazzard had been off the air for 30 years, and Hogg was not his boss. He'd been dead for years. He was convinced that General Lee would rise again. See, he had dementia and died in my arms. Of course, it could have been the moonshine. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, Roscoe.